which of the following fractions has a decimal equivalent that is a terminating decimal? So the rule for terminating decimals, I'd say it's worth knowing. There's probably only a 10 to 20% chance it will actually show up on your test, but it's sort of like if you know the rule, any question they ask you about terminating decimals is easy, and if you don't know the rule, well, you're sort of screwed. So the rule is a terminating decimal will have a denominator that is made up of only 2s, 5s, or some combination of 2s and 5s. The second you add something other than a 2 or a 5, the decimal is no longer terminating. So first of all, what is a terminating decimal? Terminating means it ends. So 0.2 is a terminating decimal. 0.3 repeating is a non-terminating decimal. So if we have 1 over 50, so let's just come up with some examples here. 1 over 50, 1 over 14, and 1 over 4. So what is 1 over 50? So even though, so you might say, okay, well, 50 is not a 2 or a 5, but how can it be broken up is the real question. So 10 times 5, then 10 is just 2 times 5. So really, 50 is just 2 5s and a 2. So this guy here will be terminating. This guy here, so what about 14? Well, 14 has a 2, but it also has a 7. So this guy will be non-terminating. And then 1 over 4, which you should know is 0.25, and so that's definitely terminating. Why is that? Because 4 is just 2 times 2, so we got all 2's here. So given that, a couple things. So our we just got to break up our denominators here. And see which one contains only 2's and 5's. So what I was trying to do a second ago was just delete this guy. A, 10 over 89, what is that? So we have a 2 and a 5 up top. So that might be relevant just because it might cancel out some things in our denominator. So we can't just ignore our numerators here. 189, so the digits of 189 sum to 7 to 18, which is divisible by 9. So the whole thing should be divisible by 9. What is 189 divided by 9? 23. So 23 times 9, which is 23 times 3 times 3. So here it looks like we got no 2's, no 5's in our denominator. So this guy is non-terminating. 15 over 196. 15 is equal to 3 times 5. 196. So is 196 divisible by 4? So 49 times 4. So 49 times 4. So 49 is just 7 times 7 times 2 times 2. And so we got some 2's, but these 7's sort of ruin everything. That guy's non-terminating. 16 over 225. So 225 should be 15 times 15. And I know 16 is 2 to the 4th. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. All over 15 times 15, which would be 3 times 5 times 3 times 5. And so our 3's spoil the party. 25 over 144. So we got 5 times 5 up top over 12 times 12. So 5 times 5 over 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. So again, we got some 3's. So that makes it non-terminating. So E is our answer now by default. Let's actually prove it. 39, that can be, so that's 3 times 13, all over 128. And so that should be divisible by 4. So 4 goes into 12 3 times. So 32 times 4. But 32 is 2 to the 5th. And then 4 is just 2 squared. So we're left with 3 times 13 all over just 2 to the 7th, a bunch of 2's. So we got only 2's in our denominator. So that will be terminating, and E is our answer.